Today, I'm taking you on a journey of nutrition and under the heterotrophic type of nutrition and the types that comes along with it. So stay with me to the end as I show you more details. The very first thing you need to know is what heterotrophic mode of nutrition actually mean. So heterotrophic mode of nutrition is the type of nutrition where you cannot produce your own food, but you depend on other sources where you can get your own food to survive. Yes, that's it. You know, autotrophic is when a green plant can produce their own food, but heterotrophic cannot produce their own food. They rather depend on other sources of food. And there are some certain types of heterotrophic nutrition. The very first type of heterotrophic nutrition is holozoic nutrition. So holozoic nutrition is the very first type of heterotrophic type of nutrition. The second one is saprophytic nutrition, and the third one is carnivorous nutrition, while the fourth one is parasitic nutrition, and the last one is mutualistic nutrition. So let me tell you the meaning of holozoic mode of nutrition. So this holozoic type of nutrition is the type of nutrition whereby you can be able to ingest food. Listen carefully. You can be able to ingest food into your body. That's holozoic feeding. Yes. If you can be able to take in food or organic food and ingest it into your body and digest it, you are actually carrying out holozoic mode of nutrition. And under this holozoic mode of nutrition, there are many types under, and I can only tell you 4. The first one is omnivorous nutrition. Omnivorous nutrition. The second one is carnivorous nutrition. So the first one is omnivorous, the second one is carnivorous. So the third type of nutrition is herbivorous nutrition, and the fourth type is scavengers. I'm going to explain what all these actually mean. So when you hear the name herbivorous, your mind will likely go to herbs, and it's relating to plants, right? Yes. So herbivorous type of nutrition is the type of nutrition whereby the animal is only able to feed on plants. They can only feed on plants. An example of that is your cow, your goats. All those are herbivorous type of animals. They are herbivorous type of animals. So herbivorous mode of nutrition is the type of nutrition where an organism or an animal is only able to feed on plants. Now let's look at the carnivorous mode of nutrition. You know, all these things that we mentioned is under the holozoic mode of nutrition. You know, holozoic mode of nutrition is under the types of heterotrophic nutrition, right? Yes. Holozoic mode of nutrition is under types of heterotrophic nutrition, but this carnivorous is under the holozoic mode of nutrition, the types of holozoic mode of nutrition. And now, carnivorous type of nutrition is a type of nutrition where the animal feed on only flesh. Yes, they feed on only flesh. Let's look at the omnivorous. The omnivorous is the type of type of feeding where the animal feed on both flesh and plants. And we are humans, you know, we eat vegetables and we also eat normal meat, normal red meat. So we are omnivorous animal. We feed on flesh and plants. And let's look at the last one, which is scavengers. The scavengers, you hear from the name, scavengers. So the scavengers are type of animal that devour. Not only devour, they like feeding on dead animals. Yes, dead animals. Now let's look at the other one, which is parasitic mode of nutrition, which is under the type of heterotrophic nutrition. So we're looking at the parasitic nutrition under the type of heterotrophic nutrition. So this parasitic mode of nutrition is where an animal, which is known as the parasite, feed on another animal, which is known as the host. So the person that they are feeding on is known as the host in a parasitic mode of nutrition, and the person that is carrying out that parasitic mode of nutrition is known as the parasite. So where the parasites feed on the host is known as the parasitic mode of nutrition. And there are some certain type of parasites which is known as the ectoparasites, the endoparasite. The ectoparasite is all those parasites that live outside the host. And endoparasite is parasites that live inside the host. And now the other type of heterotrophic mode of nutrition I'm going to explain is the carnivorous mode of nutrition. This carnivorous mode of nutrition is the type of nutrition where an animal feed on only flesh. Yeah, they feed on only flesh, and they are like a predator to prey mode of nutrition. Predator to prey relationship. They have the zeal to feed on only flesh. Now we are going to talk about the saprophytic mode of nutrition. So this saprophytic mode of nutrition is the type of nutrition where you only feed on dead and decaying organic matter. Like you don't feed on any other thing, you only feed on dead and decaying organic matter. An example of this is your fungi. Your fungi carry out saprophytic mode of nutrition. I said it in my fungi class, you can go and watch it. So your fungi is an example of an organism that feed on what? Dead and decaying organic matter. So let's look at the last one under the types of heterotrophic nutrition, which is known as the mutualistic nutrition. So this is the type of nutrition where two organisms benefit. Listen carefully. Two organisms, see it here, they benefit from each other. That's a mutualistic relationship, right? Yes. So it's also called a plus relationship because this one benefits, none is harmed, like the parasitic mode of nutrition where one is the parasite and one is the host. One is actually very harmed. But this mutualistic, none is harmed. They both undergo a mutualistic relationship and mutualistic feeding. An example is your fungi and algae, which form an association known as the what? Mycorrhizia. You see the mycorrhizia, the lichen, fungi and algae, they form an association known as the lichen. Yeah. Another example of that is your sea animal and your hermit crab. So that's how your sea animal and hermit crab benefit, because I think one helps in transportation of food and one serves as protection, because do you see they both work hand in hand. Yeah, that's why they undergo a mutualistic mode of nutrition. I'm supposed to end this class here, but because of the love I have for you guys, I want to tell you one more thing that you actually benefit from this class. So put my thank you in the comment section, and if this is your first time, do not forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more biological updates. So let's look at the commensalism. The commensalism is a plus, or let's say a plus zero, or let's say a plus mutual relationship. Some people have actually been debating concerning this, but they have been saying it's a mutualistic relationship, but no, it's a commensal relationship. Do you know why? Because when the cattle egret and the cattle are moving, the cattle tend to feed on grass and insects and maybe other things that it can use as a means of feeding. So all those small particles that fall from the cow's mouth, the cattle egret will come and be eating them. So that makes the cattle egret eat twice as much as it usually does. So you see that the cattle egret is actually the one benefits, because the cattle egret cannot actually serve as a protective means for the cow. No. The cattle egret cannot actually protect the cow. No. But the cattle egret can benefit from the cow by eating the leftover. And the cattle is not benefiting. So that's a plus neutral relationship. I hope you enjoyed this class. See you guys in class. Bye.